You know, in the past we've had these jokes about the 30-year-old living in their mom's basement still. But I feel like the reality has changed right now. And it kind of bothers me that, you know, I've moved out because I go to a university in a different town. But now my friends that go to university in the same town, some of them are almost being nudged out by their parents. Whereas when I think of it, I think it's so almost financially irresponsible to leave your parents' home if you live in the same city because rent is insane. Student debt already got you stressing out really badly. And the fact of the matter is, you know, the realities have changed. And I think parents should be more open to letting their kids stay there until they can save up enough to at least make a down payment.
Yeah, I feel like I slightly disagree with you in terms of, I feel like, yes, that's a very quick fix, but in terms of actually getting people to go out there and really experience themselves and maybe have a bit more ambition and have a bit more success, you'd have to go out and leave your parents, leave your support system. I mean, the times where I felt like I've grown the most was at summer camps where my parents weren't around. Like, I really felt like I'd grown. Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the sad thing, because one thing that I do when I speak to parents, I try to remind them that it's their job to instill their kids with the skills and all the things necessary to, you know, really prosper in life. You know, a lot of these kids, we go out into the world and we don't know how to do things. We don't know how to save money. We don't know how to like cook or clean our own house or manage anything. That's why we have to go back to our parents, because we were never taught that. And I think it goes a lot. I put a lot of pressure on the parents to, you know, do something. Try to teach your kids how to live life.
No, hang on, let me get in here, because personally, I think I made a very conscious decision when I decided not to go away from university. My parents and I sat down, and wasn't financially available for me to go away from university, so I stayed home. But I would very much consider living with my parents, not because it's financially this or financially that, or you need to experience life or whatever. I just genuinely enjoy being around my parents, and I don't think I'll be ready to leave my parents for, like, I guess I'm an only child, and I'm really, really, really close to my parents, so I don't think I'll be able to leave my parents anytime soon. I don't think it has anything to do with financials or just being, like, experiencing the world. I go on vacations with my mom and dad. I go to restaurants with my mom and dad.
But don't you find it slightly concerning for society in terms of we have people who still live with their parents and are dependent on their parents?
Here's the thing, though. People live longer than ever before. So if you're living to be 85, when people used to only live to be 65, you got an extra 20 years. You can live an extra 20 years with your parents, in my opinion.
I know, something I just wanted to emphasize is because I hear all this about, you know, cook on your own, clean on your own, do all this stuff. Dude, when I grew up, I never did, like, laundry. I never did any of that stuff. And now I've moved out. You pick it up really, people exaggerate. I learned how to cook in, like, 3 weeks, okay? This isn't, do you want to know what's really hard to learn? How to, you know, apply for a job interview when you're barely making enough money to afford a suit.